Silph Radio, a Pokemon-centered podcast. I'm Nathan K.
And I'm Craig Lewis, and this is Fair Point. Oh, wait, no.
No, just introduce the podcast.
Silph, right.
This is why you have to just, instead of...
I wasn't listening.
No. Instead of planning the next thing you're going to say, listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah, I wasn't...
Listen.
I didn't care what you were saying at the time. I was just like, all right, Batman, go.
Today... This is sort of a tie-in. We'll admit it, it's kind of a filler podcast, but it's a tie-in filler podcast.
Oh, it's a crossover podcast.
To promote our other podcast, Not at All Shameless.
The Batman podcast that we're doing.
Well, we have another podcast series called Fair Enough, and right now on Fair Enough, we're doing a couple Batman-centered episodes.
Back to back.
Yeah, we covered Black Mirror, the graphic novel by Scott Snyder.
Sure did, with Dick Bat. We're also doing one on the amazing Rockstar game.
Rocksteady, not Rockstar. I made this mistake over on Fair Enough as well.
We're also doing one on the amazing
Rocksteady
game Batman Arkham Knight.
Oh, way to bury the lead. I was hoping maybe, they'd have to tune into the episode to find out what you thought of it. But you thought it was amazing. Now I want to ask you about it. But I can't.
Well, you know what? A lot of people didn't like it because they don't like tank battles. I don't know. Just get past it. The story's fucking excellent. Shut up. Well, tune in to that one.
Yeah, you'll have to go head on over to Fair Enough Podcast and check those out if you're a Batman fan. But for now, if you're a Batman fan and you're a Pokemon fan, then
my God, you just came.
Yeah. To this utterly ridiculous concept for a podcast. What if
Pokemon existed in Gotham?
Or rather, Gotham City existed in the Pokemon universe.
So, this game would be called Pokemon Bat Brown? I don't know. In the Gotham region.
No, it would not. It would absolutely
the Gotham region,
not.
right?
I thought you were going to go with like black or blue or gray.
Well, there already is a black.
But something associated with
I don't know. I was rhyming with bat. Bat gray, whatever.
Maybe it would be like
Jet Bat Black.
Pokemon Gotham Night and Metropolis Day.
Stupid.
You're stupid. I thought it was cool.
We're not doing a Superman Pokemon game, okay? That's just no. I draw the line. Nobody will.
Gotham City, that could exist in Pokemon. That's not at all ridiculous. Metropolis, come on, dude.
Gotham Knight.
The fuck kind of a podcast is this?
Gotham Knight Central City Day? I'll give you Flash. We can do a Flash one. Probably not either. I think it's either Gotham or the whole Justice League.
But no, this
Either
is
way,
Gotham.
Batman needs to be involved.
Now, I'm sure when you saw this, not you, Craig, but the listener, you were like, what? Gotham City? What is this? That's it. We have no idea. We're just going to freestyle it. And we just, I have some vague ideas maybe. And I actually did make teams.
I made teams.
Prep for this. Oh, you made teams.
I made teams. I did the Bat Family, and I did a few villains, and I even did some of the police force.
Yeah, I did too. I didn't do too many. I actually had help. Your girlfriend helped me do these.
That's funny because she refused to help me.
Oh, really?
She said, no. You downloaded DexNav. You use that. Make your own team.
It's a rite of passage. You have to learn all the Pokemon some way.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, cool. Well, awesome. Well, I can't wait to compare teams. Where do we want to start?
Well, this is what it's going to be like. You're going to do yours, and you're like, look at me like, do you approve? Yeah, of course you approve. I don't care if you don't approve because you fucking approve. And then you're going to look at me, and you're like, all right, your turn. No, you're dumb. You're dumb. Just
after
stop.
every Pokemon, I'm like,
Okay, so we're just going to go with Nathan's team. After all, Nathan has the Pokemon podcast. That's his one. Even though I'm like, what? I'm at least like tied for the most visits, guest hostings on Silph, right?
Yeah, you're probably in the lead.
Yeah. Craig wins again. Nailed it.
Craig wins again. That's if you were like a Mario Kart. All right. But the topic isn't what if Craig was in Mario Kart.
Which that would be another excellent one. Have to be a different podcast.
Well, it's
maybe fair enough.
It's possible with Mies.
Right. Oh, and I don't have a Wii though, so I guess it's not possible.
This could be a horrible Abbott Costello routine. It's possible with Mies. Mies, I don't even have a Wii. Wii, not Wii, me.
Are you French?
Wii. Okay.
No.
Wow. This is the caliber of conversation.
Can you tell we're not just like, this is like Family Guy filler. We're just doing a song and dance routine at the moment.
Wee.
Oh, man. So how do you think the architecture, how contractors must be rich in this world because they got to keep rebuilding, right? After a Pokemon battle, like blows everything up.
Okay, I think all right. First things first is Batman.
What about him? Good dude. Top-notch guy. Best man at a wedding.
He would have Pokemon, or do you think he would just still be just Batman?
No.
There's a chance he would just be Batman.
But he still has a Pokemon team because it's not fun if you don't do Batman.
Exactly, right? And it's so widespread that's
maybe
that's like saying he doesn't have
his utility belt, instead of being an actual utility belt, would just be a utility belt that has like 6 Pokeballs on it.
Go, Bat Pokeball.
Go. Did you mean Crobat?
Okay.
No.
All right, I want to know, fuck it. I can't wait any longer. Who did you do teams for?
You want me to actually name them off?
Don't tell me the teams yet, but who did you do teams for? What characters
You want me to say what characters I gave the treatment to? I was going to do Catwoman, but then I realized I could do that on the top of my head. Boom, boom, boom. No thought. Dark Cat Pokemon.
I don't think that's true, but I did Catwoman.
Yeah, you're like, I'm kind of offended, Craig, as a Pokemon fan, as a Catwoman fan, that you could do that so quickly.
All these teams aren't fully fleshed out. Like, they don't all have 6. I figured we'd be discussing, so I just kind of threw some shit together.
Most of them I gave 4 to, mostly because it was like I figured, I could take 2 of yours maybe if we wanted to do 6. And also, not every Poke Trainer has 6 Pokemon.
Yeah.
Boom.
Okay,
Pyromancer Jen.
You didn't do Catwoman, but I did Catwoman.
You want me to start with the villains?
I don't know. You obviously did Batman, right? Well, obviously.
Oh, shit.
We just said it's no fun if you don't do Batman.
I did do Batman.
All right. You said you wanted to start with the villains? Okay. So
because I mentioned Catwoman already. Obviously, I did the Joker.
Okay.
I did Scarecrow.
Me too.
I did Poison Ivy.
Me too.
And I did Penguin.
Me too. I also did Harley Quinn and Two-Face. And
I did not.
And Ra's al Ghul.
You know what? I couldn't do Ra's al Ghul. I tried. And I was like, I got like 1. I was like, I feel like he would just have all the legendaries.
Right? Okay, so what about the good guys?
The good guys. Police Force first. I did both Gordon and Bullock.
I did do Gordon. I didn't do Bullock, but when we were talking, we did have a couple jokes about Bullock. I just didn't write it down. And me and Sarah were talking.
I'm going to bring up Bullock, and I gave him 3 Pokemon.
Okay.
Because, he's not.
You didn't do...
I didn't do a full 6 for him.
You didn't do...
I didn't do Montoya. No. I don't know why. Maybe I either got tired or bored. Or maybe frustrated.
So you did Gordon, Bullock.
Batman. Dick.
Okay. Me
Tim?
too. I put Nightwing. I didn't do Tim. I thought about it, but I did do Robin as in Damien.
I did all the Robins, okay? I did Jason, Damien, Dick, and Tim.
Okay,
and I also did Barbara. I did the whole Bat family.
I did Barbara also, and I couldn't decide whether I was doing Batgirl or Oracle, but I think I'm leaning more towards Oracle.
Oh yeah, I was actually probably leaning more towards Batgirl, but I wrote down Barbara, and I mean same person. So
word,
just different identities.
Do we do Batman last? Do we do Batman first?
Batman goes last.
Okay.
But I'll tell you, there's a little backstory behind the rest of the Bat family for me having Pokemon. Batman is a thinking guy, and he wants to test all his students, right? So he's like the Professor Oak, kind of, only more badass.
I think Lucius Fox would be the Professor Oak.
Oh, you think so?
Or Alfred.
Did you do Lucius Fox?
No.
Oh, damn.
Or Alfred.
I was gonna be like, that'd be
Alfred
cool.
could be
Did
Professor
you do Alfred?
Oak. No.
I mean, I could probably...
That would be cool.
I could probably at least figure out 1 or 2 for Alfred before...
Mr. Mime.
Chansey.
Yeah, totally. Totally.
Mr. Mime or Chansey.
Both. Well, he can have more than one Pokemon.
And yeah, he's got two of them because they both help him. I mean, Mr. Mime's not above cleaning Ash's mom's front porch. So I'm sure he would help Alfred around the house, folding laundry and shit. That's easy mime shit. First grade mime shit.
But no, I would see Lucius Fox as the town professor.
Well, I only said that because he gives them a Pokemon. He gives every Robin and Batgirl an Eevee.
Maybe Lucius Fox did. Maybe Lucius Fox was like Bruce.
Do this.
When his parents died, he was like, look, before he went off on his journey, he was like, I'm giving you a Pokemon. And that's why Bruce left, because he was like, now I have a Pokemon. I'm 10 years old. He didn't leave because his parents died. He was like, guys, you're making a big deal out of this. I just did what every trainer does at 10. I left home. I got a Pokemon. I left home. Why are you making it? I know my parents died. Yes, it is tragic. And yes, I'm not trying to just downplay it. But guys, I'm cool. You're wondering why I dress up like a bat? This is the Pokemon world. People do weirder things.
Did you not see that one guy dressed up like a Rhyhorn? Have you ever seen what was it, the Pokefans? Just have like a Reptar bottom half. Yeah, at least I'm not dressed up like a dinosaur. So anyways, in order to test all his pupils, he would give them an Eevee and see how they would train them and evolve them.
That is interesting because I did. Batman has an Eevee. Well, not an Eevee, but an evolved Eevee. Dick has one that I also imagined that would be an Eevee that Bruce gave to him.
Yeah.
And Nightwing has one too, but I didn't think about it.
Wait,
but that
Dick
makes sense.
Dick and Nightwing are the same guy.
I said Dick. I meant Damien. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Damien has one that I considered that Batman gave to him, and I figured it would be an Eevee, but I knew what it would evolve into.
Yeah.
And then Nightwing I gave one too, which I didn't think about, but that would make sense with what you're saying, that he gave them Eevees.
He gave them all Eevees to see how because that's, the most versatile Pokemon. And it could really show like how you train and breed, a Pokemon really shows the type of person you are. What's your first go-to with Eevee? If you're like, oh, definitely Flareon, you're like, I could see the type of person you'd be. It's a Pokemon universe.
Flaming asshole.
Yeah, fucking pyromancer.
You chose Jolteon? It's shocking how much of an asshole you are.
Yeah, I can see it from a mile away that you would choose Espeon. So anyways, should I just go through the Eevees or what they were evolved into with each one? Or should I just do this guy's Pokemon team, this guy's Pokemon team?
Okay, well, let's see. I thought that Damien would evolve his Eevee into a Jolteon.
I chose Flareon. He's got a fire inside of him.
Okay. I didn't go with Flareon. Flareon is actually like one of the weakest Eevees. It's like a useless Pokemon. But I think...
Only because there's so many amazing fire Pokemon out there.
Yeah, it's a gameplay thing. I think in real life, I kind of would consider all three of them are probably equal in power, just different types. Just in my eyes.
Jolteon's my favorite. So, my favorite evolution.
Okay. So you said
that's my dude from Y, though. You know what I'm saying? He was my dude in Y. Didn't have no Pikachu. Couldn't find one.
Nightwing, this was actually Sarah's suggestion, but Vaporeon.
That bitch. No, I'm kidding. I love you. Vaporeon. I originally chose Vaporeon for Dick, for Nightwing, and I ended up changing it to Glaceon.
Okay, I could see that.
I just figured he's cold as ice. No, he's not really, though. I just wanted to sing that. Sorry. Jolteon, though, you mentioned you gave that to Damien, right?
Yes.
I gave Jolteon to Tim.
Okay.
Because he's a gadget guy.
Okay, so which one does Jason have?
Jason has Umbreon.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, dark. Just does kind of dark. He's the darkest one on all of them. And I think we're missing Barbara still.
Yes, we gave Barbara an Eevee as well.
I gave Barbara an Eevee, and she is one of the smartest of all the Bat family and trained an Espeon.
That makes a lot of sense too, actually. And I didn't put a psychic Pokemon on her team, so that's Espeon does make a lot more sense.
You didn't put a psychic Pokemon?
No.
With me, she almost exclusively has psychic, except for one.
Start with Barbara. I gave Barbara Magneton.
Okay.
Porygon Z, and that's a necessity.
That's a necessity.
She has to have Porygon Z.
She has to have it.
And a Pikachu.
Ooh, Pikachu!
And
maybe
possibly an Emolga, the little flying squirrel, but she already has a Pikachu.
I like your team, by the way. Interesting you chose 2 electric type.
3.
3.
If you
Magneton, yeah.
I mean, Emolga, I don't know if she needs it because she's already got a Pikachu. So let's take that off.
I chose.
Do you think sometimes she's like, Pikachu, use Thunder, and it's like Pikachu, use Thunder, and then it's like the opposing Sandshrew's ground. The opposing Oddish was paralyzed, and Pikachu looks back at Barbara like.
And Barbara's like, Barbara's like, I want him to feel my pain.
Pikachu's like, sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't help. I didn't mean to.
So do you
I
want
know
to hear?
that's kind of a thing.
You cannot move your legs.
What was your team for Barbara?
So I gave her an Espeon.
Okay.
I gave her a Xatu.
Okay.
Like I said, I went fairly psychic with this. I definitely think she's got a Togetic.
Okay.
She doesn't want to trade it to get the
that's a fairy
to become Togekiss. I don't know. I could see her raising that little Togepi to a Togetic.
Okay.
And then just keeping him there because Togetic's fucking badass. I'm sorry, that is one of my original favorites. When I got that Togepi in Heart Gold, I raised him, little Buster up.
I like Togetic.
To Togetic.
I liked
Metronome. I don't know how many times that move saved me.
I saw Togepi early because it was one of the first Pokemon to leak online when they were making new Pokemon.
I saw it super late.
Because it showed up in the anime. And Misty got it way before Gold and Silver came out. And it was like, whoa, it's a new Pokemon. And no one knew it had an evolution. No one even suspected it. They were just like, oh, it's just a little baby. That's the Pokemon.
Yeah, is that why it was a big thing? Like, they got an egg.
Well, when it finally came, when Gold and Silver came out and I saw that it did have an evolution, I thought Togetic was really cool looking as well.
I think he is cool looking. A lot of people make fun of it, but
I don't like Togekiss.
No. It's like a de-evolution.
That was added way later, too, like years later. So.
Togetic should be the final form. They should give it a mega evolution for Togetic, not Togekiss.
What else did she have? Was that it?
She had one more. I gave her 4. I thought she'd probably have a little Pancham to train and raise into a Pangoro.
The panda? The fighting panda?
The fighting panda.
Okay. You know what? I like
dark
that.
Fighting Pokemon. He was the most recent acquisition for her, so she doesn't quite, have him to the evolved level yet.
So here's what I've changed my team, incorporating yours to Magneton, Porygon Z, Espeon, Pancham, and Pikachu.
Oh, no, Togetic? Okay, Dick.
I didn't put Togetic on there. And I could have, but I left it at 5. That's just what fits to me. I like that.
Cheers.
How did neither of us give her Rotom? You're slipping Nathan from the past. You're slipping Craig from the past. All right.
That girl's done and out of the way. It's all about the boys now.
Now, how about Jason Todd?
Jason Todd is an elusive one. He definitely's got a Scraggy.
Okay.
I think so. Like I said, Umbreon.
Oh, yeah. No, Scrafty is the baby.
Scrafty's the evolved.
Yeah,
I think he still has a Scraggy.
Okay. I think he should have a Scrafty.
Because he looks cool. He's a little punk kid. You think he's got a Scrafty now?
Yeah.
It's evolved.
But go on.
It's maybe borderline, whatever. Maybe I'm thinking like 1 year in the past and you're like in present. A Hawlucha.
I love Hawlucha. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's cool. He's got that like acrobatic kind of like flying,
Which you almost should have given it to Dick then.
Shut up.
He's
a wrestler though. Dick wasn't a wrestler.
I couldn't think of a good acrobat for Dick, but
and Gyarados because he's got that rage inside him. Like I said, man, he's dead man walking.
Yeah, Gyarados is great for him.
And that's what I left it at. Like I said, most of the Bat family's got 4.
Now what about
Basically,
Tim?
the only person I gave 6 to is Batman.
Okay. What about Tim?
Tim, like you said you didn't put Tim down?
I didn't.
Okay. He chose Jolteon. Like I said, gadgety. And Tim's cool. Tim's my favorite Robin.
In case you're
Jolteon's my favorite Evolution.
Some people might be listening that are just big Pokemon fans and kind of Batman fans. Dick Grayson was the first Robin. Now he's Nightwing. Tim Drake or Jason Todd was the second Robin. And then he got killed. But then he came back as the Red Hood, who was a bad guy. And he's kind of a punk, like a bad guy punk kid.
Then Tim Drake was basically
the third. Smart guy.
Just really smart. He's good with gadgets, does a lot of shit with gadgets.
First one that wasn't an orphan.
He was the only person to figure out who Batman was.
Yep, he figured out who Batman was.
Before, he was told.
He wasn't adopted by Batman. He had his parents still, and he just
kind of followed him around until he was like, make me Robin, make me Robin, make me Robin, make me Robin. Barbara is Jim Gordon's niece.
Also Batgirl.
And Oracle, because Joker paralyzed the fuck out of her.
And then Damian is Bruce Wayne's son, who was the most recent Robin, and then he died.
He died, and
I guess
he came
now he's back.
And then he got superpowers because he came back. And then he tuckered himself out and needed a nap, and then he lost his superpowers. That's where they're at currently.
Craig, that's Heroes Season 4.
No, that's...
Volume 2, Part 5.
That's not Heroes.
Episode 6.
I swear to God, it's Batman and Robin. Don't even get me started on what they should have done. Because this is not a Batman podcast, it's a Pokemon podcast.
It's both. Well, let's hear Tim's team.
Tim's team is Jolteon, as I said before. I think he's got an Absol. I don't know why. Just get the feeling he would have an Absol.
I don't think so. Absol is like a portender of doom and bad events. Tim seems more optimistic.
I had to fit an Absol in somewhere because he's cool.
It's okay. I think I gave someone an Absol too.
Good. I'll scratch that. I'll go through the rest, and you change Absol to something you would think he would have. Skarmory.
Okay.
Metal Birds.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. And Talonflame, because it kind of looks like a robin, but it's a fire bird.
Okay.
So he's pretty much, electric or flying team.
All right. Well, Talonflame, I actually thought about this, and I decided that the person who would have Talonflame would be Batman rather than one of the Robins.
Oh, yeah?
And
okay,
I stand
I'm sorry
by that.
I chose one of your Batman.
No. I put some thought into it, and I was like, you know what? It's a tough call. I was like, maybe I'll give him to Damian, actually. But then I was like, no, you know what? I think Batman would have the Talonflame, and Damian would be like, no, I'm doing my own thing. Same thing with Robin, or same thing with Dick as Nightwing.
Yeah.
And that Batman always has a Robin, and it would make. I could totally see, but you
okay?
You see where I'm coming from?
I do see where you're coming from now.
Where?
He's always got a Robin, regardless of yes, because Talonflame kind of looks like a Robin.
So. All right, I dipped
Badass,
my
big
toe.
old fire.
We have to go all the way. Let's do Batman
Let's
before
do Batman now?
Before we do his kids.
Before we do Dick?
Yeah.
We didn't even do Dick yet.
I'm saying before we do his kids. Dick and Damian.
Dick and Damian are his two kids. Oh, yeah, he's adopted.
You can't really count Jason. Jason was already like a teenager, right? I don't know.
He was an orphan, whatever it was.
I feel like Batman let him move in for a couple months and was like, oh my God. And then he got killed and then he was like, oh fuck.
Oh my God. God. Oh God. This little hellion stole my hubcaps.
I want to do Batman.
Okay.
Who's going first?
You go first.
All right. You already know that I gave him a Talonflame.
Yes. Because you already started, so you go first.
Noivern.
I gave him a Noivern as well.
The coolest. It was about damn time that they introduced a bat Pokemon that was cool because I'm sick of Zubats and shit. And oh my God, Noivern's so cool. It's a dragon type, but dope.
Yeah, Noivern is a flying dragon, but it is a fucking bat. It looks more like a bat than a Zubat.
Well, we also gave him a Gliscor, which is also kind of a bat, and it's ground and flying. And as
ground and flying, that like kind of contradicts each other.
Right? Did you give Batman an Eevee or no?
No.
Oh, okay. I did. I gave.
You did?
I gave Batman Umbreon.
Because in the same vein, like I was saying, he gave all his pupils one. He didn't have one himself.
Okay.
Like that was just for teaching.
And then I gave Batman.
Oh, he had an Eevee when he was being taught, overseas. But then I'm not sure what he had an Umbreon. Unfortunately, an Umbreon couldn't make it back, and he perished in the final fight. Yeah, when he was testing his strength against another trainer in Tibetan mountains.
Poor fucking Batman.
Poor fucking Batman loses his parents and his Pokemons.
And then I gave him a Lucario.
I gave him Lucario.
Yes, Lucario's fucking great. And finally, you had to have put this one on his team, Marowak.
No.
No?
I'm sorry.
Dude.
I'm sorry.
It's the Pokemon. Do you know the story of Cubone and Marowak?
Yeah, I do.
Its mom died, and it wears its mom's skull as a mask.
Yeah, I know. Wait, wasn't that?
That's Bruce Wayne.
I'm sorry. Wasn't Marowak the mother?
Yeah, Marowak's an evolved Cubone.
Yeah. Oh, because he had Cubone, and then
became
Marowak.
I determined that Batman would have no lower evolved Pokemon, because Batman would.
Yes, that's true, too. That
train every one of his Pokemon.
Train the fuck out of it. Okay, I mean, that makes sense, but to be fair, I left Cubone and Marowak off of all of it because I couldn't figure, because I give Batman that, I could also give Dick that, I could give Jason that, I could give Damian that, like, Damian's mom's dead, so.
Yeah, but that's part of Batman.
I get it. No, I totally get it.
Yeah.
But I just left it out because I figured it could be part of most of them.
Word. So what did you give Batman?
I can't believe you passed up a Houndoom.
I didn't give Batman a Houndoom.
And you know what I think it is? Because you're not into Batman Beyond.
No, I gave someone else a Houndoom.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd be interested, but Houndoom totally looks like Ace. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I mean, in Batman Beyond. So if you're not that into Batman Beyond, I know you said
I know
you're really
Ace the
not,
Bat
right?
Hound,
but
bro.
I know you know it. But like, if you're not really that,
No, but I
into
know
it.
Ace the Bat Hound. I didn't know he was in Batman Beyond.
Yeah, he's a Doberman.
Okay.
So Houndoom is a fucking
No, you know what? I did
demon,
know that.
hell
I did know that he's
Doberman.
always with Bruce, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's
he's
right.
a big character. I love fucking Ace. He's because Bruce is like old, even though
But
he can still
Ace
hold
was
his own.
Ace was around before Batman Beyond. That's
Yes.
why he's in it. So yeah, I know Ace the Bat Hound.
Yes, there was a kooky time of Batman. He also could fly at the time, right? Ace the Bat Hound could fly.
I don't know. Maybe
Maybe we're just talking about Crypto.
Yeah,
I don't know. That looked more like Batman or not
Okay,
Superman. Superman's dog.
So
Crypto.
what do we got so far for Batman?
We got
Noivern,
Noivern, Lucario.
Lucario,
Those are the only ones we agreed on.
Houndoom.
I gave him Houndoom. Okay. He's got a Gengar.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. And you know what it was like? It was like, Dick. Hey, so I got this Haunter, right? But really need to get him into his maximum
trade with me?
potential. If I trade with you, you trade backsies.
I like this better if Gotham City didn't exist in the Pokemon universe and Batman was just talking about trading Pokemon on
the
his
game.
DS with Dick. And Dick's like, dude, Batman, I stopped playing Pokemon years ago.
What are you, a square? Come on, trade with me. I know you got it.
You
What are you doing?
You don't grow out of Pokemon, Dick. Everyone who once a Pokemon fan, always a Pokemon fan, Dick.
It's about training to full potential.
Get over it. You'll be back into it once you get over this. Oh, I'm too old for it.
How do you not see the metaphor to our lives?
It's cool, Dick. It's cool. A lot of grown-ups like Pokemon. I'm not weird.
You're being a dick. So no, he's like, if I trade you this Haunter, we trade backsies because I've really, I don't want your Haunter. I like my Haunter. He's
Bruce,
been with me all my life. He's called
You can
Dad.
afford to buy a second DS and the other version of the game. Just buy a second DS and the other version of the game.
This is real life.
I don't have free time to train. All right.
Why don't you ask Alfred? He's just got a Chansey. I don't want it.
I'm not talking to Alfred. He used legendaries. He said he wasn't going to use legendaries in our battle. Then he used legendaries. Alfred's a dick.
Are we still in the world where Pokemon doesn't exist? It's
Yes.
just a game.
Batman's out on the Batmobile, like chasing down the fucking Maxi Zeus or something. I wanted to go obscure there. Maybe Mad Hatter.
Yeah.
Mad Hatter.
What? No, stay obscure. Go Clue Master.
And Alfred's like, "Sir, we've got an incoming radar." That and he's like, "I'm not talking to you, Alfred." And he's like, "Sir, but the penguin has fired penguin missiles." I'm not hearing you. All I can hear is the sound of your Arceus, ruining my perfect record.
Boring. Let's fight.
All right, back to the Pokemon world. Did we finish your Batman team? Or? No,
I have
okay.
2 more left. He also has a Zoroark.
Okay.
Or I don't know how to pronounce it. Did I say it right?
I think so. Zoroark.
Yay. Yeah, I just figured, it was dark and menacing. It was like a Wolverine's.
I like that. I gave Zoroark to someone too, but it kind of
Cool.
works that Batman might have one too.
And I mean, maybe we can replace this one with your Marowak. It's probably more fitting. And I gave him a Crobat, okay?
But I like the link
He's a
between
bat.
I like the link between who I gave a Zoroark to and you giving it to Batman. It works kind of cool.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Awesome. Yay. I gave him a Crobat. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I know. It's just kind of like, I know it's like, oh, really? That's like fucking really, dude? It's a bat. Of course
I decided against giving him a poison Pokemon.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I figured it was beyond his
He's
principles.
not, it is. That's true. Damn it. But it's a bat. So it's got bat in his fucking name.
All right, so Nightwing. Let's hear your Nightwing team.
One of his is one of his best buds, his Farfetch'd named with Mr. Quackers.
Okay, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Dick's a fun-loving guy. He also has a Lucario. I gave him a Lucario too.
It'd be funny if you fucked up and you're like, Dick's a dick-loving guy.
Dick's
fun-loving. Wait.
Same thing.
You gave him what, too? I'm sorry.
I gave him a Lucario as well.
Okay. I didn't.
I did because I was like, I figured he's the first Robin. He wanted to follow in Batman's footsteps at first,
Well,
so he chose Lucario.
I gave Damian a Riolu. Baby Lucario, and I figured it was one of the ones that Batman gave him
that
too.
Also makes sense.
Yeah.
I gave him a Sharpedo.
Back to Nightwing, Sharpedo. Quick. Okay.
And then Glaceon.
Well, okay.
I think I already said that.
What about instead of Sharpedo, Garchomp?
Sure. Fucking A.
There's
Garchomp's cool as fuck. I just gave him a Sharpedo because Sharpedo's supposedly one of the fastest Pokemon, right?
Okay, yeah.
And Nightwing's quick and fast and
totally.
Sure.
Nightwing, I gave Nightwing, we already said Vaporeon. I mean, I'm not super attached to that. I also gave him a Noctowl, which I am attached to because it's a night bird for one, and for two, he was supposed to be raised to be part of the Court of Owls and all that.
That is true. Holy shit, dude. I do like that.
Yeah.
All right.
I also gave him a Luxray. Do you know Luxray?
Yes.
It's like the blue and black and a little bit of yellow. And
yeah.
This
that was
electric lion
you
thing.
Actually, that was one of the first Pokemon you gave me.
Yes, I did. And I think that's perfect for Nightwing. I think that really fits. That would be his electric Pokemon for sure.
For sure.
I also gave him a Hitmonchan. Because I could really see him training with it, punching the punching bag or something.
Yeah, definitely.
And Infernape was what we settled on because he didn't have a fire one, and we were like, that would be good for the acrobatics. Because it's a monkey.
Because it's...
Well, it's an ape, I guess.
It's not, they're primates, at least. Let's just go with that. I like that. I like all of those. Can he still have the Farfetch'd and Mr. Quackers?
I wouldn't give him one, but...
I mean, how about let's put it as his pet and not one of his Pokemon team? I gave pets to a couple of these people instead of Pokemon. Like a Pokemon as a pet instead of one of their team.
Or as dinner. Farfetch'd was the first and possibly only Pokemon that it's explicitly stated that people eat it.
It's a duck.
And it carries a leak.
I actually had duck recently. It's delicious.
That's a dish. In Japan, it's a popular dish to have duck with a leek. Duck with leek. It's kind of like the part.
What? That's
like
a leek?
Carrying the dressing.
I thought it was...
That's exactly what it's supposed to be. It's in Japan, you get the joke because it's more culturally relevant, but it's like he's walking food.
I always liked Farfetch'd. I don't know why, and I thought that was a stick. And he's like, I got this switch I'll hit you with.
He does. He uses it like a weapon, yeah. But it's the joke is like he's a walking meal. Yeah. But I love Farfetch'd. All right, so for Damien, we already established that I gave him an Eevee that he would train to be a Jolteon.
And I gave him an Eevee that he would train to be a Flareon.
And I gave him a Riolu.
And you gave him a Riolu?
I
gave him Pikachu.
Well, I gave him Jolteon for an electric, and because you gave him Flareon for fire, I gave him Ninetales for fire.
Oh, okay.
Two of the
shiny one, right?
So two of the Pokemon I gave him, I figured were Pokemon Batman gave him kind of almost to watch and protect him. And those were Ninetales and Greninja.
Ooh.
So they're fully evolved.
I like your Greninja. Yeah.
Two of them were Pokemon that Robin wanted and chose and is training, and they're halfway. They're not fully evolved, but those are Kadabra and Machamp.
Okay.
Machoke. I'm sorry.
Machoke. I would have given Machoke, Machamp that to maybe some of the grunts, like the, you know what I'm saying, like the villain's henchmen.
Yeah,
would be carrying around Machokes.
But I like the idea of because Robin fights and I feel like I don't know, it just makes sense. And Kadabra,
Kadabra, that kind of makes sense.
It's a psychic powerhouse, and then Eevee and Riolu were his baby ones that Batman maybe gave him, and he wasn't training as hard yet because he was like, no, I'm doing my own thing, Dad.
Makes sense.
Dad. What'd you give Damien?
I just told you about the Pikachu and the Flareon that he got was an Eevee. He has Hitmonlee.
Okay.
Kicking.
I like it. Totally like it.
And I figured the one that he chose was a Tyrant.
Okay.
That is eventually going to be a vicious, vicious beast. It's going to eventually be a crazy fucking man-eating Tyrantrum. He's like, yeah, I got a dinosaur.
I can see that too, yeah.
I got a T-fucking Rex. What do you got?
Word. So that's the Bat family. I guess.
Let's stick to the good guys.
Well, okay. Commissioner Gordon is the gym leader, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Awesome.
And he gives you the sheriff's badge.
He gives you the sheriff. All right.
But before you face him, you'd have to face Bullock. So,
Of course.
what'd you give Bullock?
Bullock's best friend is his mill tank.
Okay.
He also has a Vigoroth.
Okay.
Not quite a Slacking. He didn't really... Yeah.
I think, that's great because it's so lazy and just chilling. Yeah, I like that.
And the ever vigilant Eyes of the Law has the trusty Watchhog, the bullshit Pokemon.
I did not give Bullock anything. So, but we did this. We were like, who would have a Snorlax? Oh, Bullock would have a Snorlax.
Bullock would have a Snorlax.
Yeah.
I already did that with Batman. I didn't want to do that with Bullock.
What?
As well. You know, elephant in the room. He's fat. He has a Snorlax.
Well, he's lazy and he eats a lot.
He's also a good detective, kind of.
Yeah, well, Snorlax is a good Pokemon.
He's lazy and he eats a lot. He eats a lot because he's fat.
He always is eating. Every time you see Bullock, he's eating. It's
I
not a
see
fat
him smoking.
thing. He's either eating or smoking. He's always eating, dude. He's always eating a sandwich or a donut or something. You cannot deny that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Commissioner Gordon, are we in agreement that he's the gym leader, the Gotham City gym leader?
Absolutely.
So what'd you give Gordon?
The first one that stuck out in my mind, I figured for some reason, looking at Jim Gordon, is like he's got a brave, elegant, graceful Pidgeot.
I gave him a Pidgeot too, and I thought you were about to say Braviary, and I was like,
yeah, that's where I was throwing you off there.
But I gave him a Pidgeot as well. Pidgeot. I don't know how it's pronounced.
Whatever.
There's a
who cares
debate, but
I don't know why, but I think he's got a Blaziken.
I didn't give him a Blaziken.
I just get that feeling. I also gave him an Aerodactyl because he's an ancient dinosaur himself.
Not cool, Craig.
I know, I'm kind of rude. I gave him a Staryu because, well, he's got to have a water Pokemon. And it's kind of psychic too, right? You do psychic moves at least.
I gave him a Starmie. Starmie is one of the best Pokemon. Like, competitively, Starmie is a fucking beast.
Staryu is the pre-evolved form of Starmie, right?
Starmie is the evolved, and I gave him a Starmie, and it can whoop ass. Plus, it's a star, like a badge, like a police thing.
Oh, I didn't even think of it like that. Maybe that's why I subconsciously went there.
Yeah.
And I also gave him a Klefki.
I like that. I really like that.
He's got, he's like lock up a prisoner, puts the key back on his little buddy Klefki.
I didn't even think of that because the new ones just aren't as present in my mind, I guess. That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm glad you think that's awesome. I don't know if you're going to make fun of me for this, but I love Klefki.
Oh, really?
I fell in love with Klefki. When I first caught one and started playing, I mean, I'm a newer player, so my second Pokemon game was X and Y. Eek. I'm sorry. Sue me. I thought Klefki was a joke, right? Like, oh, it's fucking keys. Mr. Jingle Jangle, though, that was the only thing I could think to name him. Mr. Jingle Jangle.
Hey, Mr. Jingle Jangle, play a song for me.
Yes. So.
I'm not sleepy.
I only put him into my party.
And there is no place I'm going to
be. I only put
him. Mr. Jing Jang, man. All right.
Okay. I only put him into my party
Sorry.
because I needed a fairy type to fight some dragons, right?
No more Rita Repulsa impressions for the rest of the podcast, I promise.
Dude. Too many.
All right. What was that?
I only put him in my party to fight some dragon Pokemon because it's a fairy type, right?
Okay.
And as I'm playing with him, I'm like, oh my God, this dude's a brick house. He can take a hit. Well, I guess that makes sense. He's made out of metal. He's just a bunch of keys.
Is it Steel Fairy?
Yes.
Okay.
And he learns he's got so many different movesets. He can learn dark moves, ghost moves, fairy moves, steel moves, psychic moves. Like, he's a utility Pokemon. And I'm like, holy shit, you literally are a fucking set of keys. You unlock every goddamn door. You're in my party from now on. Come on, Mr. Jingle Jangle. Let's go home. Let's go to the Elite Four.
I gave Commissioner Gordon. I'm surprised you didn't give him a dog.
Stoutland?
Huh?
Did you give him a Stoutland?
No. Which one's that?
It's the Herdier.
Is that the big mustachy one?
Yes.
Okay, I should have. Fuck, it's a mustache Pokemon. I totally needed to.
For real.
I did give him a Probopass to represent the mustache.
That's just a fucking not a mustache. It's just shit because it's a magnet picking up shit.
And we already established a Pidgeot and a Starmie.
For the dog one, you gave him a Frou-Frou.
I gave him a Houndoom.
You gave him the Houndoom.
And an Arcanine.
Arcanine's like the police Pokemon, right?
Or
Growlithe.
Growlithe is what Officer Jenny has in the show.
Jenny's got him.
I also gave him a Bisharp. So since we're transitioning from good guys to bad guys now, Catwoman. You didn't do Catwoman.
I said I could do Catwoman really quick.
Well, but I gave Catwoman.
You put a lot of thought. This is one you put the most thought into. I know she's your favorite character.
All right, Catwoman has a Meowstic, the newer psychic cat.
Yeah.
And I never really thought about it until I was doing this. Meowstic's a really cool Pokemon. I really like Meowstic.
I never trained one.
Me either. I didn't play X and Y enough, and I was like, okay, it's kind of cool. It's whatever. Now I really have an appreciation for it. A lot of that happens with Pokemon. Just a random Pokemon.
Same thing, like I said, what happened with me and Klefki.
One day I'll just be like, oh shit. Yeah. And to me, that's foreign to me. I'm like, really? Klefki?
Fucking keys.
The thing is, one day it hits you. Like, one day you're like, oh my God, Dodrio's amazing. And
and I'm like, really, Dodrio?
You've never thought about Dodrio before, and you're just suddenly like, oh my God, Dodrio's so cool.
It's a three-headed ostrich.
The beauty of the simplicity and the design of Pokemon. I just don't know if it'll ever happen I don't think I'll ever be like, dude, Voltorb, though. I don't know.
Dude, seriously, though, that self-destruct, though.
So, Catwoman has a Meowstic, a Persian, a Purugly, a Delcatty, and a Sneasel. Of course she has a Sneasel. It's the thieving cat bunny.
Of course.
And that was an easy...
Maybe you can add a Sableye to it or a Lipard.
Yeah, Lipard for sure. Absolutely. I didn't think of that. Absolutely.
That was the first one I thought of for
first one I thought of was Persian. I'm sorry. I'm a Gen 1er at heart. So
that makes sense though too, because she is big on Egyptian myth and whatever, and Persian's kind of like an Egyptian goddess cat or some shit, right?
No, they should have an Egyptian cat Pokemon. That would be awesome. I guess they already did it in Dragon Ball Z now. Well, fuck. We did Catwoman. How about her friend Poison Ivy?
Oh, Poison Ivy has a Vileplume.
Oh, she should have a Vileplume. I didn't give her a Vileplume.
I also gave her a Venusaur.
I gave her a Venusaur.
And a Breloom.
I did not, but that's good.
And this is, like I said, there's going to be pet Pokemon for some of these people. She's got a little pet Bellsprout.
Okay.
Right on her shoulder all the time.
I gave her a Victory Bell. I think Victory Bell is a great plant to represent how she always has those big crazy plants around her. And
I do not disagree with that one bit. I left Victory Bell out because I gave her a Bellsprout, and I just wanted to be like her little like a little chihuahua on her shoulder or a pet bird or something. Somebody walks around with. If she's gonna have, I think she would be the one person to at least have that sort of thing going on.
Yeah.
All the plants are her friends, so it doesn't even matter. That's
I gave her Venusaur, Victory Bell, Parasect.
Okay.
Superior, because Superior is fucking cool and badass
Superior
and elegant.
Is pretty fucking badass and elegant. I mean, Superior is in its fucking name.
Venomoth, Stunspore and all that, and the poison. I like it. And I wanted to give her one Pokemon that wasn't plant. You know what I mean?
Yes. I do know what you mean. You probably would have given her a ground.
Parasect was bug, but it has mushrooms, so it's also grass type. And then I also gave her Shiftry. But now I'm thinking, what else would be good would be Gardevoir.
Yeah, sure. Fuck, yeah, sure.
Yeah, fuck, sure. Yeah, fuck yeah, sure.
Way to have.
Sure, yeah, fuck.
Way to have a goddamn extended vocab.
Fuck. Yeah.
God, fuck, shit. Oh, man. Did you do Scarecrow?
I did Scarecrow.
Yay.
I only got 4 for Scarecrow.
Me too.
Okay. Want to go back and forth? Fearow.
Boom. Did you gave him
Pound
Fearow?
it. Yeah, Fearow, of course.
He's got a Gloom.
Okay, I like that. I gave him a Gengar.
I gave him a Haunter.
Okay.
I gave him a Haunter because he was like, no, I don't trust anybody to trade with.
I gave him a Hypno.
You gave him a Hypno? I gave him a Drowsy.
Okay, word. Dude, that's awesome.
Awesome.
And finally, I gave him a Weezing.
Yeah, I only gave him
Poison
4.
Gas.
Awesome, though.
I only listed 4.
Oh, okay. Boom. There you go.
Oh, well, yeah, you went first. So, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I thought I was like,
okay.
You did one more.
No. Two-Face. You didn't do Two-Face.
I didn't do Two-Face. He's got a Doduo.
I gave him 4, yeah. He's like, all my Pokemon are Pokemon that have 2 faces. Doduo.
Coughing.
Girafarig. No, Coughing only has 1. Wheezing has 2.
Wheezing's the one. Oh, give him Wheezing
I
too.
didn't give him a Wheezing because I gave it to
that's
Scarecrow.
his ugly face. He's just wheezing all over.
Sure, he has a Wheezing. He's like,
he
all
also
my
has a Wheezing.
All my Pokemon have 2 faces. Doduo, Girafarig, Wheezing, Wobbuffet, and Dugtrio. And people are like, wait.
Like, that's 3. That's 6.
Well, you can't have 3 without having 2. I said he has 2 faces. He does. You're going to say you can't 1, 2, and 3.
And 3. No. That's awesome.
You have 2 teeth.
Are there any other two-faced Pokemon?
I don't know. I tried to think of them all. I'll tell you what.
Okay. You know what? You should email us and let us know which one we missed.
There is Pikachu. He acts like he's so cool. He acts like he's so, and then he strikes it big, and I don't never hear from him. Suddenly,
you'll never.
You know what?
You know what? You know what else would happen? You'd be like, Pikachu, use Thunderball, and he'd be like, what? Thunderwave, you.
Thunderwave, goodbye. Thunderwave, peace, bitches.
Thunderwave, I'm in a movie. Lates.
Thunderwave, do I know you? I don't know. Just be polite and smile and wave.
See as a thunder wave. He's like held it out like Doug Funny in the credits.
I want to see like a reunion, even though Ash is still with Pikachu. It's like, and he's like, I want to say Gary, and Ash is like, really? I trained you.
I saved your life. You saved my life. We surfed together.
Yes. He's like, I do remember.
You're Ash's mom.
You're for Palatine.
Yeah.
You're Ash's mom. Ash's mom. Yeah. He starts saying Ash. He's like, shiz mom. Yes, Ash.
Ash.
Oh, Ash.
You sure? Because when Ash was much smaller.
Did
you do Penguin?
I did do
Any
Penguin.
chance? Any chance?
Penguin has all birds.
I gave him all birds and 1 ice. Just ice.
Okay. I gave Penguin just birds because I figured, he that's what he does. He collects rare birds and all that.
Do you think he owns an Articuno?
I did.
But not as one of his Pokemon, as like a zoo animal.
I gave him that like privilege or liberty, even though I normally don't give characters legendaries, because I figured that would be the story. Penguin's always trying to get his hands on rare exotic
all
birds.
The rare exotic birds. Yeah, he's chasing
things.
after Ho-Oh and Moltres and Zapdos still. So hasn't caught him.
Batman would be he maybe he just has the Articuno and he's
just
trying to get all
Articuno.
3.
Yeah.
And Batman, that's what Batman's trying to stop him from.
Yeah, that's a storyline there.
Obviously, we both gave him Empoleon, right?
No.
What the fuck, Craig? You had one job, Craig.
Did you give him a Pelipper?
No.
I gave him a Pelipper.
Oh, I'm glad you gave Penguin the pelican Pokemon, but not the penguin Pokemon.
I gave him a Delibird.
Craig's like, is there anything else that might fit the penguin? No, I don't think so.
I gave him a Delibird. That's an ice flying. It looks like a goddamn penguin.
It's Santa Claus.
Same thing.
Did you realize that?
Delibird is Santa. Oh, was that in the anime?
No, that's just what it's based off of. Delibbird's supposed to be like Santa Claus. Carries the bag, gives people gifts, red and white, lives in the North Pole.
That penguin's got him.
Did you just not remember that there was a penguin Pokemon?
I guess. Ouch. What did you say it was?
It was a starter, Empoleon. It was like the starter for Diamond and Pearl, I think.
I've never played Diamond and Pearl.
But you're not familiar? You've never seen it?
No, I'm not. Eek.
Oh.
Like I said, man, I fucking started with Heart Gold right before X and Y came out. So I'm sorry.
No, that was a little... Heart Gold was before X.
I know, but it was because that was what I grabbed.
Oh, okay.
That was the one I happened to get, and then the next one I got was X and Y, and not finished. I do have Pokemon White. Not finished with it though.
I liked Black and White. They were good. Good generation to jump in on. I gave Penguin an Empoleon, an Articuno, a Golduck, a Farfetch'd, because it's a rare delicacy.
Yeah.
A Blaziken, because you wouldn't expect it, and
you wouldn't expect
like,
him to have
but
a fire
it makes
Pokemon?
sense. It's a bird. And Archeops, because it's a rare extinct bird dinosaur Pokemon.
It all makes sense. I'll give you it. I don't care. Whatever, you can have it. I gave him a Vanilla-ish.
Really?
fucking his meal, his ice cream ice Pokemon.
Okay.
I said I gave him a Delibird because it looks like a fucking. I also gave him a Doduo.
Okay.
Not a Dotrio, not quite yet.
Okay, I like it.
Still working it off, and the Pelipper. Sorry.
All right, so I have 3 villains left. What do you have left? Just one?
We did Ivy, right?
Yep.
We did Scarecrow, right?
Yep.
Yeah, just one.
All right.
My one villain's probably going. You obviously know who it is.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
All right, so we got Joker.
So just do him last.
Let's do Joker. Well,
why don't you do him last? Why don't we do him last? We'll do your next couple. Maybe I'll come up with a few on the fly.
all right, Ra's al Ghul.
Ra's al Ghul, I gave up on him.
Ra's
I
al Ghul.
was thinking about it. I was like, no, I'm not going to do him justice. I guess I don't know. I couldn't think of anything.
Aegislash, the
sword Pokemon. Yeah,
Giratina. Yep, he's got a legendary. I just gave him one. Just one.
just one. So he gets another pass as well.
Yes.
Okay.
It's Ra's al Ghul.
I would have thought, why not Rayquaza then?
Rayquaza would work, but I like Giratina as like the master of antimatter and like
I'll give it to you.
it's almost like the devil of the Pokemon world.
Yeah, that's true.
Absol.
You gave him the Absol.
Of course.
That makes more
Portender
sense.
of doom and destruction.
That makes more sense than my choice. Slap.
Kofagrigus, the sarcophagus Pokemon.
It makes sense, but
Sort of like the resurrection of the
you
dead
know what
thing.
You know what? I'm not going to do this because I have a Klefki. So I'm not going to do this. He probably is a cool Pokemon.
I'm not crazy into him, but and lastly, Zoroark.
There you go.
So that's why I think it was cool that you gave one to Batman.
Batman and Raish. That makes
Yeah.
sense. That's awesome.
And
It's the perfect flip-flop there.
it would be kind of like how Batman passed Lucario on to Damian. Maybe Rage passed Zoroark on to Batman.
On to Batman. Awesome. I like it. Let's go with it.
All right, and before we do Joker, Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn, huh? Puccina or Mightyena?
I gave her 2 Mightyenas.
2 of them.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
A Jinx
Okay.
and a Voltorb.
You gave her a Voltorb?
Yes. And that's all I got.
I gave Joker a Voltorb because it's just fun.
Really?
It's fun.
It works better with Harley Quinn, I think. The explosion, the color scheme, it's red and white. It works.
Okay.
All right, let's hear it, Craig. What'd you give Joker?
What did I already said I gave him a Voltorb because it's fun. And I mean, it's funny because, I gave him a Mightyena too because I didn't do Harley Quinn. If I did Harley Quinn, I might not have given Joker Mightyena.
Okay.
I gave him the B-Sharp, so he likes to cut things.
Oh, okay.
As well as a Scyther.
Okay.
He had a Mr. Mime at one point, but he stopped making him laugh, so Joker killed him.
So he killed it.
Yeah, eek. He's like, you're not funny anymore. And he also has a Conkeldurr. I'm not sure why.
Okay.
It's just a big clownish looking thing with girders.
It is weird looking. I gave Joker.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. There's one more.
One more.
Because Joker was the one that's trying to match Batman, so he's building up more. I gave him a Beedrill.
Oh, okay.
I think he's just kind of badass. He's like, yeah, I got a fucking... he thinks it's funny. He's like, "Look, my bees will kill you."
Well, you mentioned Batman, how he wants to match up with Batman or, confront Batman. I gave Joker a Zubat, sort of represent his obsession and intrinsic link to Batman. And Zubat is poison, whereas I wouldn't give Batman one.
'Cause
I
he's
would
poison.
give it to Joker. And it's the poison bat that Joker has to be like, look, bats.
So he hasn't quite at least gotten it to... He hasn't gotten to Crobat.
No, I gave him a straight
Not
Zubat.
at least to Golbat.
The annoying Zubats like you run into everywhere in every cave.
If you want to whine about it, just get some fucking repellent.
I also gave him a Metapod.
A Metapod, huh?
Yep. I also gave him a Magikarp.
Of course.
I
That
also-
makes sense.
I also gave him a Bidoof.
Anytime I think of Bidoof, all I can think of is Pokemon Rusty, and it's just like, Bidoof.
So right now his team is a Zubat, a Magikarp, a Metapod, a Bidoof.
He's pathetic. Why don't you just give him a Zigzagoon and be over with it?
And a Missing No.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't even think of that. That's pretty fucking cool.
So you're like, what the fuck is Joker doing? Oh, Gordon's like, I don't trust it. He's throwing out Magikarps and Zubats and Bidoofs.
It's learned to move other than Splash.
And those are the teams I gave.
Those are all the teams you gave. I believe that's all the teams I gave too, but would you be able to at least slightly on the fly do a Riddler? Or a Mad Hatter?
Well, Mad Hatter would have Pokemon that represented the characters of Wonderland. So there would be a Lopunny for like the bunny rabbit. There would be some type of dormouse, the little electric fairy. No, the little electric fairy new one that looks like a Pikachu.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Maybe Eradicate? No.
That would be the March Hare and the Dormouse, his friends. Yeah. And then Tweedledee and Tweedledum, like, I don't know, a Doduo, I don't know, like some type of cat. Queen of Hearts, maybe some
type of cat.
The little heart fish love disc. And a mind control Pokemon.
At least a Goldeen instead of the love disc.
No, a love disc because it's the heart, like a Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts, okay, whatever. It's a shitty Pokemon.
Maybe a Bisharp. Because chess, that would be great. Yeah, he would have to have the Bisharp. Yeah. Roserade, a rose Pokemon. Painting the roses red. We're painting the roses red. Yeah.
Yeah.
Riddler.
No whale Pokemon or walrus Pokemon?
Oh, good one. Walrein. He'd just have so many Pokemon. Batman would be like, you're going away, Riddler. That's too many Pokemon.
You're not allowed to go to the PC mid-battle.
He's cheating, Alfred.
He's switching out faded Pokemon with healthy Pokemon.
Do you think Batman's ever like, Alfred? And then they're like, Alfred? And he's like, fuck! I mean, fire.
Professor Oak.
I mean, Oak. Professor Oak.
Yes, Batman.
Give me a radar reading.
Right away, sir.
Jarvis.
Wrong entity, sir. You're looking for Marvel.
And you know what? That was cool. I guess
I had a lot of fun with this. I want to do this some more. Can we do this with other?
Absolutely.
Let us know. Let us know if you liked this. If you want us to do this with other fiction thing, more crossovers.
Yeah, it's definitely fun to think of and talk about. If it's fun to listen to, let us know and we'll do more.
Because you know what? If you don't want us to do more, we'll just do it by ourselves without recording it. Yeah. And you'll just be missing out. You'll be missing no.
You can get a hold of us. Email silphradiopodcast@live.com or fairpointpodcast@yahoo.com.
On Twitter @fairpointpod.
And if you're listening to this on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, all that shit, please. And know that you can go look this shit up on iTunes or on your Android device, like so many places. Anything. Yeah. And there's so many more episodes. And we do that other podcast too, Fairpoint, Fair Enough. We were talking about Fair Enough at the start. Fair Enough is just a spinoff of Fairpoint, which is the real deal.
Yeah, I mean, just wait. Issue number 100. 8 variant covers. What?
Oh, we're only doing 7.
Ah, shit. Can we restart this?
9. As in we're doing 9, not 9. As in, no, we can't. 9, I'm German.
So we can restart this. Let's restart the podcast.
Restart the podcast.
For Batman,
I didn't really like my Batman team anyway. Thank you for listening. From the Secret Room, I'm Nathan K.
And I'm Craig. This isn't Fairpoint Podcast, so I'm not going to do a filler named Lewis.
You say that every time, and you still do.
Shit.
Talk to you next time.